given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.
Hey, how is everyone doing on this marvelous Saturday? By the time you see this video, it will be sometime in a week. Because I pre-record. I hope all is well and everything is great and fine with you guys. If not, I'm sure things will get better. If this is your first time seeing my face on your screen, I hope you like me enough to stick around, smash the button, and hit the bell. To the old hummers, what's up? To the new ones, hello. Today's video topic is, don't let that big thing become a small thing. Wrong is wrong. So without further ado, let's get started. What I mean by that is, let's say for instance, if you're first meeting somebody and you see red flags is a big deal. And a lot of people, when they go on dates or when they meet somebody, and it don't have to be somebody you date. It can be a friend of a friend. It can be not a friend. It can be an associate. When you see red flags, a lot of us tend to give the people the benefit of the doubt, which you should. I'm not saying that you should not. Should give everybody a chance. But if that benefit of the doubt becomes what you think it is and you seen the red flag, it's just best to leave that person alone, because things could get worse over time. Never fails, it always happens. Say for instance, this dude that I was going with when I was 19, he was 24. That boy put me through hell. And he did so much stuff to me that it felt like I had been with him for years. And I only had been with him for 8 months. And he had put me through so much stuff. He tried to talk to so many of my female friends. He actually talked to my mom's best friend daughter, and her mom kicked him from down there. I don't know why he thought it was cool to go down there anyway, because that was my friends, my people. But every time when I would go babysit, he would have the urge to go where any of my female friends are and try to talk to them. Me being young and dumb, look over it and gave him the benefit of the doubt and move right along. Fast forward, she didn't never want him. Let me rephrase that. She never wanted him to stay with her, and I never could understand that. This boy, and I'm just gonna let it all out. Y'all know I'm transparent with y'all. I tell y'all a lot of stuff. I don't hold nothing back. This boy, keep depriving with depriving. What I tell y'all, but whatever I tell y'all is real and authentic. This boy, like say for instance, if I would, this is so embarrassing, but it was so long ago. He had a porn problem. He would sit up all night and day and watch porn. And I couldn't understand. Then I put two and two together. That's why his mom didn't want her at his house. And come to find out, it gets deeper than that. His mother had sex with her brother, and that's how she ended up having him. So he had an uncle, daddy. Yeah. And auntie, mama. Yeah, however you say that. But mother had sex with her brother and had him. So he was messed up mentally from jump. And I didn't find this out till after we broke up. And the reason why we broke up is because he tried to talk to my sister. He tried to talk to my sister and I ended it. Not only did he try to talk to my sister, he was sitting in the middle of the floor in my room with no clothes on, not a stench of clothes on, masturbating in the dark. And my sister seen him, and he kept looking at her and kept masturbating. Yeah. Not only did he do that, when my mom went to go get him, she kicked him out, and he could never come back, which is a good thing. So everybody that came in contact with him that I would talk to, as like my auntie and my mom and my sister and my best friend at the time, she said and all of them used to say, Rita, something ain't right about this boy. When I look at him, I could see through him. He looks just like the devil. And they will all say that. Now, mind you, they weren't even around each other. Each individual would say this every time when I would introduce him to my family or friends. They say he looked like the devil. He had a problem before me. He used to beat women. And for so long, he wanted me to move in with him. Y'all, I was finna marry this boy. I was young and dumb. And my mom said, I don't think you should do that, because if you marry him, he's going to get you off and y'all going to be alone, and he's going to start beating you. Now, however, he did choke me one time in the middle of the street, and I was on my way on my block. And I was wrestling with him to get his hands off my neck. And then when he know we was going on my block, he didn't pull it anymore, because the males that live upstairs from me on the second floor, they were more like a brother figure. So he didn't really try that because they was around. He'll wait to get me off to try to put his hands on me and to choke me. So I had to leave him. It was a whole bunch of stuff in the little 8 months that I was with him. Then I went to go over my auntie house, where she stayed like 4 hours away from me. And he would do weird stuff over there, playing with himself. And then after him and I would have sex, he would go in the room in the next 5 minutes watching porn and masturbating. He had a sex problem, and that made me feel so awful as a woman, because I'm like, we just did something, you in here masturbating after we just did something. So like I said, don't let that big thing become a small thing over time. If you see red flags, get away. Give people the benefit of the doubt and other circumstances. When it comes to red flags like me and my whole situation with my ex, it's time to get away. It really is. And that's what I wanted to say to you guys and share with you about that whole ordeal with my ex. Bye.